to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. The public can always access this meeting via WebEx technology. The Burlington School Committee will hear public comments in person and virtually. Meetings are also broadcast live on Burlington Cable Access TV, BCAT, and video audio recordings are being made. The meeting code is 2334-490-4129. The password is Tuesday. The hearing of the Burlington School Committee will be held in person at the location provided on this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and/or participation is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the hearing will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast, unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with particular interest in any specific item on this agenda should make plans for in-person versus virtual attendance accordingly. If you are participating remotely, please identify yourself by typing your name on the screen in advance and verbally once you are identified to speak. We request you please turn on your camera. Comments and statements are limited to 3 minutes. Equity statement is educational equity means that every child belongs and receives whatever support he, she, they need to develop his, her, their full academic, emotional, and social potential to learn and thrive every day. This begins with kindness and valuing the humanity of every child individual. We were going to do executive session, but we're going to change order of things today because we have the whole Dottie Yeadon family here, so we're going to do that first. So I guess we'll go to public participation, and I will just remind people that you get 3 minutes, and then we're going to do the Dottie thing. Sound good? Okay. I don't see anyone there, and there's no one here, so we're just going to go right to naming a property.
So Joe wants to speak.
Joe?
We'll call you up in a second. No, Joe, we'll call you up in one second.
1 second.
1 second.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Now, you close public participation, right?
Oh, yes, sorry about that. All right, public participation is closed, and now we will discuss Dottie.
Again, thank you, Madam Chair. Again, we are honored tonight to have a Burlington Select Board member, Joe Morandi, here with us. I know that Mr. Morandi will be discussing the renaming of the Burlington driveway in memory of Dottie Yeadon. The Select Board voted on this and wanted to discuss with the school committee again to rename the driveway from Cambridge Street down Dottie's Way. And I don't think I could be any more supportive of something that is being put forward before this committee. So just let you know well ahead of time that I'm strongly recommending the school committee vote to approve this. And with that, I'd like to invite Mr. Morandi up to address the school committee. Mr. Morandi, thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having me.
If you could pull the mic forward and make sure it's on, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Is the green light on?
Is the green light on?
One more time. So thank you, Madam Chair and board members. Dr. Conti said just about everything. There was an issue came up a while ago with the Yeadon family when they lost their mother that they really wanted to do something for Dottie. She's been a staple of this town since, I tried to figure out when, and could one of you girls help me? When, for like 40-something years of driving a bus up and down that road that's out there. So there was a time when talked about benches, talked about different things, and put her name up there. And one time we happened to drive by and said Dottie's Way, just came out of nowhere. So I asked Vicki, and then I talked to some of the school committee members, Ms. Monaco, and myself, and some other people. Dr. Conti was very helpful. So it was put to me to go forward with the Board of Selectmen. So I talked to the gentleman at the Selectmen Board, and we decided that to vote that we would come here. So now I sit here in front of you with the 3 Yeadon girls and some of the grandchildren, and I'm glad the room, I thought the room might be overly whelmed tonight, but this is quite the showing with the family here. Mr. Kuna was a great help with this, helping me set up the time for this. So my question is, the road coming in, as Dr. Conti said, would like to name it Dottie's Way. It's not an official road for the state of Massachusetts, so nothing has to be done except for put up a sign. I've already checked that out with the highway department, so they're more than willing to make up a sign, and somewhere on one of the three, or the very first as you come down the road, just put a regular street sign, says Dottie's Way, and it would be there forever in her memory. I think there's a lot of kids in this town that would be there for the ceremony of unflagging it and opening it up. So I'm here to get the approval from the board. Any questions at all? Because I think I have all the answers.
Does anybody have any questions or any discussion? Because I can go ahead and we can take a vote. So do I have a motion? You want to make, we need
Yeah,
a
sure.
discussion? Because
I move that we name the high school driveway Dottie's Way.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, and any additional discussion?
Yes. Dottie, everybody knew Dottie, everybody, and everybody loved her. And for all of the kids she drove around, for my children that she drove on all kinds of sports events, and grandchildren that she drove to all sorts of sports events, I think this is a wonderful idea, and I'm so pleased that you all thought of it and brought it to us. I'm 100% in favor of this.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. I'm going to make a comment, obviously. I think the crew over there probably knows why. I don't think there would have been a Pop Warner competition that would have been the same without her being the bus driver. She made that ride fun. She was so encouraging to all the kids as they came on and off. Always a smile on her face. Just so many fond memories. So as Ms. Monaco, I am 100% on board with this. So I guess we can go ahead and I'll say all in favor.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, that's none. So we have 5-0-0.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Have
Thank you.
Dottie's Way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Morandi.
Thank
Would anyone else, we'd like to certainly offer you the opportunity to come up and speak if you have something to say, or that would be wonderful. If not, just please know that we're very honored to do this. So thank you very much for coming up.
Don't hesitate if you want to say something.
Want to say anything? You good?
I just want to say one quick thing.
You don't have to be quick.
I was going to say, identify yourself, Victoria.
Victoria Kirchner, Dottie's youngest daughter. I just want to say, you don't need like a special title to make a huge impact on people. I think after my mom was diagnosed and after she passed, we heard like story after story and of like the kids that she impacted, kids she didn't even drive just because they were siblings of kids that she drove. She knew all the kids' names, maybe not all the parents, but all the kids' names, where they lived, what school they went to, and she was a bus driver, and she made such an impact. So you don't need to be famous and have a special title. You just care about kids and people, and you get a street named after you, I guess. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Anyone else want to come up and say anything? Oh, here comes. Come on up, Michelle.
I just want to thank everybody. The light's on. Am I on? Yeah. Oh. I just want to thank everybody. Oh, sorry, Michelle Arsenault, Dottie's oldest daughter. And I just want to thank everybody. It's amazing to see a woman that loved what she did so much be recognized for what she loved. I am so grateful for all of this. I don't even know what to say.
Oh, thank Joe.
Joe, you're the man, Joe.
And say how much she would so appreciate this.
Oh, my word, she would so appreciate this. She's smiling at us right now. Oh, thank you guys so much for even hearing it. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. You're good. I said thank you, Michelle. All right. Anybody else? All righty. Well, thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. And thank you, Ms. Morandi.
How's it going to go when you
And I think we'll,
Madam Chair, just
Yes.
Before we go into executive session, may I suggest getting our student report, since Matthew is here, and then Matthew can move on. And before we introduce Matthew, we also need to recognize that he was sworn into the National Honor Society this evening prior to the school committee meeting. So he is a National Honor Society
Congratulations,
inductee. And again, we would have nothing else if for our student representative of this Burlington School Committee. So it's a good thing you made it, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Conti. And one quick thing about Dottie, I never went on the bus, but every day when I walked out of Fox Hill, she'd wave to me. And like that just meant so much, and I loved it. And like what you said, I didn't even take the bus, but she was still caring about me. Just wanted to say that. But yeah, we did. First Tuesday back from break, wasn't expecting it. But yes, it was the first Tuesday back from break, and the break was well deserved. We all liked it. Yeah, so the Burlington NHS chapter had its induction tonight. Everybody who made it was extremely happy to be there. All the parents were extremely happy to be there. Just for community news, I know last week the track team had their like all-state and D3 state meet, and a quick shout out to Grace Hannafin. She set the D3 state long jump record at the meet, and then she also won first at the all-state meet, so like she is like the top long jumper. Pretty recently, I think it was earlier tonight, Olivia Pena, who is the senior captain of the girls basketball team, broke the 1,000-point scoring record. So she set that, which was a really big accomplishment. And I just know that DECA next week, Thursday through Saturday, is going to be competing at the state conference, and kids are really excited. And that's all I had. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Anyone have anything else they want to add to that, Dr. Conti?
Sure. Madam Chair, just the school district will work with the select board, Mr. Morandi, to have the sign created, and then we'll certainly let everyone know when we will be installing that and putting it up, and we'll work together with the select board to make sure that that's well publicized, so so people can attend that. So I don't have an exact time frame now, but we'll make sure that we work on that and we get that out. So thank you.
Okay, and Matt, again, congratulations. All right, so at this point, we do have need to go into executive session. Apologies to those of you who thought it was going to be 7 o'clock to 7:30. Give us about 30 minutes. So again, we're going into executive session, general laws, 30A, section 21A, purpose 7, to comply with any general or special law, specifically the Family Educational Rights Privacy Act, FERPA, GLC 71, S34D, 34E, and 603 CMR 23. Approval of executive section minutes for 2/14/23, ELL, SPED, and MH presentation to the school committee and Ways and Means. We'll be coming back, like I said, to the public session at approximately 30 minutes. And do I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call. Ms. Massardo? Aye. Ms. Simon?
Aye.
Mr. Foss?
Aye.
And Ms. Monaco?
Aye.
Again, I'm an aye, so we are in executive session.